been thinking about savings? Are you the kind, or are you in the group? I'ma say yes. I'm in that group whereby we get to fear when it comes to, here in Germany, when it comes to investment, when it comes to the taxes, when it comes to the savings, because we are always skeptical on how we are going to do that. However, today we are joined by this queen who is going to tell us more about that, on how we're going to do that. And welcome today, Madam Eunice. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're welcome. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry, the microphone was not on, but now we are on. How are you again?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Great.
Praise of God.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for the respect. We don't take it for granted. Yes.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Welcome, welcome. I would like you to introduce yourself, and I would like you as well to tell us more about you, yourself on this.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, thank you everyone, all my listeners. Thank you so much for this privilege. My name is Mrs. Eunice Louisa Osei.
Yeah.
I am 45 years old and married to a minister who is called Apostle Yabis Osei. He's a minister of the Church of Pentecost.
Okay.
So I'm a pastor's apostle's wife.
Hallelujah.
With 4 children.
What?
Yes, really, yeah.
Ladies.
Blessed by God with
No,
4 children. Yeah.
I need to ask something. Like they say, black don't crack, but lady, you just say you're 45. I was first of all, wait a minute, I need to swallow that. You look like 35.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
like for real.
It's
Okay.
a blessing, yes.
Sorry for cutting you short. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so with the 4 children, and the firstborn is 23 years old, and then the second is 21, and then the thirdborn with 10 years, and then 8 years. Actually, she will be in Sunday, 9 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, by the grace of God, we came from Ghana.
Okay.
I've been living here since 1988.
Wow.
So I came at a very young age, and I've been schooling here. I came to join my mom and dad, and I was able to do my schooling, my Ausbildung. So I then learned a profession by called a staatlich anerkannte Erzieherin.
Okay.
A state-approved educator, and I've been working in kindergartens, halls, and like the primary schools for a long time. And then I moved and switched to a different area. So social work was my primary work, and I've been working with families concerning children, educating them how to train up their children concerning the government, the laws govern children upbringing, and so on. And then by God's grace, I moved to a specific area in a financing area.
Okay.
So basically, I joined a company called Interna.
Okay.
And now I'm in the Interna company, and specifically I'm currently working as a finance manager or consultant, and helping families how to put on their finances to like having a better future concerning savings and purchasing their own apartments and houses, and so having a better future for their children as well, and their grandchildren, because we are privileged to come to this land, and this is a land full of privileges, and we need to know them.
Definitely.
We need to know them, and then also make good use of it. So that is about me, and yeah, that is all I can for now say. So maybe when we move on, things will come.
Wow, girl! Now you know when you tell me about all the careers that you've been through, with the children. Not only do you have patience, you also have a lot of brains. That's quite a blessing.
Thank you.
That's quite a blessing. And I'm not going to leave the young man next to you. I'd
Sure.
like to know more about him as well.
Hello, and
Hi.
good evening to everyone. My name is Michael Asare. And I'm just 10 years in Germany.
Welcome.
I was born in Ghana, but I was raised in Italy.
Ah, okay, all
So I can say I'm like more Italian.
More Italian, okay.
In my blood.
Yeah.
And I school everything in Italy. I did my school everything.
Yeah.
I started with like investing in houses. So I know how to do many jobs in the houses.
Wow.
So and I'm also like I help also people to buy houses if you are interested in it also.
Okay.
So it's like it has been my dream since I was young.
More of real estate.
Real estate. So,
okay.
So I thank God also that when I came to Germany, I also met Mama Eunice.
Okay.
She's in this team. So like we joined ourselves together, and we want to help more the African also to have their own things here in Germany also.
Wow.
So I've already started having also my house here in Germany also.
That's wow. That's quite. Well, interesting. I haven't even know why. It's because it's very rare to find someone who collect their courage together and to be in a position that you are in, because most of us have a lot of fear, especially when it comes to the taxes. One thing will be like, oh my God, the taxes. Not only that, we also have a problem with the language, because most of us, as much as would like to really integrate ourselves in as with the people or with the language, with the laws that are here, it makes us to kind of lose the focus a little bit. Yeah, so it takes longer to to settle down and to think, now let me just build myself up together. Now I'm sure there are people out there asking, why did you choose Africans?
Yes. I'm an African lady,
yes.
And I was not born here in Germany.
Right.
And then I also realized that, as you were saying before, we came here, and you see, in Germany, there's no place where you can go and like have an information concerning the laws governing such things we are discussing. And if ever you've heard something, it's just short term, you've just once heard it, you don't actually know what's inside it.
Right.
And there's no office that you can go and ask for. So I thought, and also the language barrier is a problem.
Definitely.
So I said, okay, then I will just find out how we can help our people. And then I came across this company called Interna. And their focus is to help foreign people here in Germany using their native language to explain things concerning laws and concerning their well-being and their future life. So I said, wow, this is for me, because I've been working in the church as in a ministry, and helping people for their spiritual growth and all these things. It's not limited there. We need to also help them in their physical being, their well-being, their finances, everything, that it should be well with them.
Wow.
So I said, okay, then I will go in for this area, because we need to be worthy also. Spiritually worthy.
Yes.
And then also physically, it should be well with us.
Especially with the freedom. We have the spirit, we have the freedom of worship, right?
That's right.
We also need financial freedom, right?
Exactly.
So it's wow, that's a good one. Okay. All right, sorry. I'm going to give show it again.
So as my company used to say, mention have mention. And then that is our motto. That's African people, not only African foreigners. We have Turkish people in our company. We have people from Nigeria. We have from Yugoslavia, Albanian, all over the world places. We have African people like Cameroonians, and especially as for German, we only have a few, but we still have German people there. But basically, we are to help foreign people.
Foreign people.
Yes.
Oh wow. And how quite interesting, because you just said it's not only Africans but as well people from East Germany, because you mentioned most of the East Germans. Okay, that's quite interesting. And I would like to please tell us more about the Interna company. You just say you have the motto, mention, health and mention.
Yes,
how long has it when was it gegründet? Oh, please help me with some English.
Okay, the company exists since 1984.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Ooh. Yes, it's long. And we have been helping people, over 220 people, to have their state benefits concerning buying and accessing these benefits that help people to have like Vermögensaufbau. And then also helping people, about like 40,000 people here in Germany, foreigners especially, to acquire their own properties, building their houses. So the company is long time here in Germany.
Wow.
And right now, currently, I'm a regional director there. And I also have, like my brother was saying, I have Ghanaian Mitarbeiter and also foreigners like Nigerian. And so our motto is to go to the people and informing them in their language, and then giving them the access to like come out with any questions they have. Because if they go to the bankers and they just, because of the language barrier, they just say and then they sign in, and then
they just get themselves in trouble.
What they have already signed, and they just bring it them home, and then later they realize that they say. And so many people also use like they know that they don't understand the language well, and they use that opportunity and also do their own things for them, you see. So that is what we want to prevent the people from. And so we go to the houses, we go to the places where the African people are gathered, and then we do informative seminars and all these things too.
Seminars as well. Oh, I'd like to know more about that. Okay. How often do you do the seminars, if I may ask, before maybe you continue?
Actually, like if we go to a church or like a gathering places, and people will give us the access to go there. So depending how many people, how many areas we get, and how the people are also willing to let us have that opportunity to come there.
Okay,
So
all right.
Basically, we have been in Stuttgart church, and then Saarbrücken, Nuremberg, and other places as well.
Okay.
And Cameroonian churches too. We have been also there.
Oh, wow.
So we do come into the families, and then we help everything concerning the contract, the papers, filling in, and also like taking them through how to access all the state benefits, and then walking them along the line with their family, their children, and to take them through the processing up to the stage where they can also have enough capitals, and then have the access to buy their own apartments or build their houses, and then also finding a financing, a Finanzierung for these people.
And that Finanzierung is something called, why I'm asking that is because we have some people from Kenya who are actually listening from us to us right now, and most of the names, we have to translate them for them. Yes, and what did you say? What is the last word that you say?
We do try helping the people to purchase their apartments, and then do the financing as well. Because here in Germany, if you purchase an apartment or house, you need a bank who will finance you. So you just have to have the capital, and then find a bank to finance the apartment for you, so that you can buy it. So the bank will also be the owner, like with you together, and then you pay the mortgage for the bank with the interest attached to it. And when you've been paying it, finished paying it, then it will be yours as
as
so that
the
is,
owner.
We also do that financing part too.
Wow, before we go on, we are going to have a short break. Remember, for those who are joining on the visual, it's on a Radio R on Facebook. And in case you have any questions, I get someone telling me, oh, you are cutting. No, just go online and we are on there as well. And if you have any questions, make sure to send them on Facebook. Remember, it's a Radio RFM. And just put it Radio R if you want to join us on visual. We'll be right back.
Only underground radio station.
This is Radio R.
This is
All the hits.
Yeah.
All of African music. The listeners agree. The message is clear.
Here we go.
The best radio station to listen to this year.
It's the best. It's the best.
It's the best music.
Best tunes.
Because they got the best music.
Live from Stuttgart City, Germany.
99.2 Radio RFM.
Your home of African music.
We play only your choice.
Welcome back for those who are joining us today here at Radio RFM with your host QV. They say Queen Victoria, QV, however you might call it. I am QV, all right? So today I'm joined by two great people, and one of them is Mrs. Eunice Luisa Osei, the Regional Director of Interna Company, with the company's objective or having the motto of mention, help and mention. For those who are listening in Kenya, mention, help and mention, it means helping one another. And the objective of the company is to help you to have an individual savings planning towards the future. We are here honored to be joined by this lady, and she's talked much about it, but we'd like her to go deeply. Remember, in case you have any questions, go on our Facebook, that is on Radio R. For those who are listening, you can have on our social media platforms. You can go on our social media platforms. It's Radio R 99.2 FM on Instagram, Radio R FM, home of African music on YouTube, and on TikTok is Radio RFM. Don't forget on Twitter as well. They call it Twitter. They say Twitter. Anyhow, it's called Radio RFM as well. If you want to listen to us on live, it's on www.cradior.com. You can join us and listen to us one on one with no further ado. I'm going to call this blessed woman to tell us more about the employer's contributions of the employees' savings scheme. In German, they call it Vermögenswirksame Leistungen. And please explain more.
Right. Vermögenswirksame Leistung. That is, as you said rightly, employers' contribution to the employees' savings scheme. Yeah, that is a law for every worker in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, and this law is long, it exists since 1976, right?
What?
It's still 65, right?
Yeah.
Let me correct myself. And it's a long law here, and those of us foreigners who knew it have been using it and have made very great opportunities using it for themselves. So the law is just to say that it's in a BGB Bundesgesetz
Buch.
Yeah, and it's Fünftes Vermögensbildungsgesetz. Yeah, that is here in BGB book, and it says that everyone who is working, the strength that you are giving to your employer and the time you're using, he's supposed to also contribute something towards your future.
Right.
So your savings scheme.
Yeah, okay.
So it is an amount concerning it's individual according to the how do you call this the company.
Okay.
Like up to 40 euros.
Yeah.
The company has to give to you, putting it in a specific area so that you can have it as a future saving account.
Okay.
And this one, it's been put into a Bauspar konto. Bausparen. So depending on the company you are, from 0 to 40, some of them do pay the half of it, and the others like from 0, 10 euro, 19, 26, and whatever. The company used to save together with you. So providing the company says, we are going to support only the half of it, like 20 euros, then you, the employee, should also add the 20 euros to it, so that it will make up the 40 euros, and he will put it into your Bausparen for you monthly, so that you will have these savings towards your future.
Now, question is on that. Is it unabhängig? Is it independently from the salary that one is getting, that the company adds them 40 or 20 euros, how you said it, or is it deducted from your salary?
So that was what I was saying. According to Tarifvereinbarung, jeder Arbeitgeber has its own Tarifvereinbarung. Like once this company says, oh, according to our Tarifvereinbarung, we just pay like 26 euros of that Vermögenswirksame Leistung. That is unser Beitrag. Yeah. So our part is 26 euros. So then the 26 euros, the other 13 or 14 euros will be deducted from your salary to add it up to make the 40 euros, so that they can put it to the Bausparkonto for you.
And then the good of this thing is like that, if you don't apply, but if you don't apply to you, the company will not come to you and say, come and get this money.
Okay.
So you will, because this is how the companies are, because it's like they are giving you that money, but you have to apply. So if you apply and bring the papers, and they will say, okay, then we too will help you, so that you too, you can build something for your future.
And what are those papers that one needs
it's
to
like
apply?
You have to, it's like the VR.
So that is the VR-Antrag, the Vermögenswirksame Leistung Antrag. That we have it, so we apply it for you. So as you know, in Germany, everything is on paper. Yeah, the kindergarten we have is due to Antrag. You bring the Antrag, and then they will pay you. Okay. So this is how the VWL is also about. We do the Antrag for you, and then we send it directly to your company, and the company will receive that letter, the Antrag, and know exactly what is meant of that. This my employee is making the benefits of that law. That is Fünftes Vermögensbildungsgesetz. That is why he's sent this Antrag. So the employer will not even come to you and ask what have you done or so. That is law. It's there. But since you don't have it, you don't know it, he's not going to come and tell you that there is something that I have to give to you. So immediately he received that Antrag, the letter, he knows exactly what to do.
Know to do about
and then
it.
he will start it, paying that money he has to give to you additional to your pay. Then he will do it for you.
In Nigeria, they say, if you don't shine your eye, you're not going to get your own. No. In Swahili, we say, kuchanuka nayo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, that's a good one. And you say that you help people to get to that, to get those forms about the employer's contribution to the employee's savings scheme. That's quite interesting, because a lot of people, especially us, we don't know much about that. We don't just know how to go to work, be respective, you have to be there at 7 in the morning. You have to leave, don't leave 5 minutes before the fire are burnt, because there's those 5 minutes, we just up there, like on the surface, you don't know much on the deep, on it. Thank you so much for taking that opportunity and telling us much about this. We're going to go to the next part, which is the Riester-Rente, that is a supplementary pension savings. Please tell us more about that.
The supplementary pension savings is also there for all the citizenship here. Once you have your
German
stay,
your
working permit, or
yes,
whatever,
document.
your
It's like Amedu.
And this law is also there long before, like before 2001.
Before you go, is it German permit or German citizenship?
No, German permit. Like
German
you
permit.
Have the normal
Aufenthaltsbestätigung, so. Okay.
Yeah, and you are working. And that is it. So it is firstly, it's called Altersvermögens Gesetz. That was before 2001, and then they reshuffled it, and then it went ahead with the Eigenheimrentengesetz. So this law is also here, and it says that everyone who is here is working, and of course apply it. You can also assess something that the government will help you towards your future, towards your pension, and towards also purchasing something for yourself. And it's in interest of the government that as many people as possible will come out of the renting status to have their own apartments, so that when they enter into the pension age, they will not be burdened so much, because your income that you are earning, most of it goes into the renting.
Okay.
And then when you enter into pension, the pension also, the shocking thing is that today you earn like 2,000 euros, and then next month you enter into the pension, and the amount you receive is so shortened that you cannot even pay your rent. So it is the interest of the government that you can make something for yourself, and the government also will help you saving something for yourself to get enough capital, so that you will buy your apartment before you enter into pension. Then you will be able to pay it off. So when you enter into the pension, you will not pay rent anymore.
You not mind about
So
renting.
the small amount you will have,
You only buy food.
buy food,
enough.
and then that's
Food, lights, and gas.
and then you will not end up to come to him for the
for
social
this-
system and these things.
Exactly. Okay.
So it's like you do something, and the government will also come. That is the restart renting. So that one too comes into the Bausparing. And then you put something in. Actually, it's 4% of your brutto income yearly. That is what
Yearly.
you put in yearly in that account. And when you have, as for your own, that's a staatliche Zulage that will be added up to that savings account. Your own is per annual 175 euros. And if you have children, then also the government was like, oh, okay, even though you have children, you are trying to make something for yourself, then that one too, I have to reward you. So each of your children born from 2008, each one, I will add on top of it 300 euros. Supposedly you have 3 children. 300,
900
that's
euros.
900,
Hey.
including yours, top up. So
175. Yeah.
adding up to your account. That is the own restart account gone to. So yearly, next year, and then that amount will be adding up, and adding up, so that you have enough capital, then you can buy your apartment, and then you can go off. So this, and the interesting thing is that for each child that the government is supporting, like here, he's giving you this amount for those who are Kindergeldberechtigte.
Yeah.
And the law is saying that any child born here or living here has the access of Kindergeld, provided you have make this Antrag. So Kindergeld is up to 25 years. If only you are in schooling or you are in Ausbildung, you will have that Kindergeld for 25 years. So if a child is born today and the parent has this Wohnriester account, and the government is going to pay 300, the Ghanaian people will say 300 for 25 years.
Oh, but that's good money.
Hey, that is good money, oh.
That is like 7,500
like you
for
have
every
wins,
child.
and then 300 for 25 years.
Hey, that's
So
good
you
money.
see,
Wait, and how do I get? Now let me ask for you, who is looking right now. How do I get to that money, to get hold? Because sincerely, for me, I've heard it for the first time. So how do we get, for those now that we know today, how do we get to to that.
To get this one is so easy. You can contact the interna.
Okay.
Or they can even contact you on Facebook.
Okay.
Anyone who is interested in this one,
right.
they contact you on Facebook, and then we can share it, and we can even make we are planning.
Okay.
Like maybe in summer to make a big seminar so that we can help all those people, all we Africans. We can meet one Saturday and we can speak a little bit, and we can bring all the papers. We can share everything to them on the board, so everyone will know what is better for we also Africans, and what we can get here in the next future,
right.
the next 10, 20, 15 years. We can get something else for us.
So
we are open there for them.
Yeah.
Anyone who is interested, just contact the radio, and you people can contact us, and later my auntie will leave his phone number.
Yes.
And then everything to be easy.
Okay, please, also because this one is very, very interesting and very, very helpful. Thank you so much. Because I'm sure I have 1,000 of us saying thank you. Yeah, and the next question before we go to the next break is the Immobilien Sparpläne. This is the most interesting part, because trust me, before we started this program, I put it on the program, and most of my colleagues and our bosses, they put it on their on their screens that you're going to have an interview today about this, and much more with investment and savings and all that. And they saw about the real estate, and everybody was like, how do we start with the real estate? Because the thing is about real estate, I don't want to talk much about it because I really don't know much about it, but I know it's a good thing, especially now that you mentioned about having your own property and having your own property. Please tell us more about that and how we can start it, especially in Swahili we call them mkulima mdogo, for those who are just starting humbly. Fresh. Yeah. Please tell us more.
What I can say that is like it's so easy to have your own house here in Germany.
What?
People think it's really easy. Trust me, because people think that it's very difficult, but for me it's the easier thing. Because I just came from Italy, I know the situation in Italy.
Okay.
I know the situation in Germany. I can say that Germany is more easy.
Yeah.
Because Germany, you have the chance to save more, and you have even the chance to do a job like a mini job. So if you're a person who is really interested to have your own house in the next future, you just give yourself like you're doing a mini job. Yeah, for 2 years, and now it's 500 euro every month they are giving for mini job, and for 2 years it's like 12,000 euro. Yeah, that is only it's like your 10% of credit that you can put it and give it to the bank so that you can start looking for a house.
Okay. 12,000. Okay, that's a good, actually. Wow, that was very fast. That's why I had to rewind a little bit. Okay.
I would say that it's easier here in Germany.
Okay.
Because of like you are working, but you have something that's called like a mini job.
Yeah.
This mini job, man, you can save it.
Okay. A mini job, for those who maybe be asking, it's something. It's a work. It's more work. How do you call it in English? Part-time job.
Yeah, so
part-time job.
This is how I did it. I started doing my part-time job.
Okay.
So I started investing it.
So in short, when you said about 12,000, sorry for cutting you short, is that you only need 12,000 to start, or to start finding a house?
Let me come in here. It's like you have to save in a capital for yourself.
Right.
And as my brother was saying rightly before, like 2 years ago, you only needed 10% of the apartment, the cost apartment you want to buy. But now, because of the inflation and all this, the interest rate is going higher.
It's really high, yes, very high.
So the bankers are also expecting that you also take part of the amount, like a 10%. So in all, you will need 20% for the capital. But that is possible. You can.
Possible.
You can start from now. Making your savings account will help you. Applying all the state benefits also attached to it. And then you adjust yourself like, okay, I am working. I am, like you're saying, using your living job salary to do savings. Like you put in like 500 euros or 300 euros or whatever. Some of our brothers and sisters from the Turkey people youngsters in the Ausbildung, they are saving like €1,000 a month, and then in 1 year you have 12,000, 2 years 24,000, 3 years you have 36,000. So supposedly your apartment is like 200,000. You need 20% of it. That is 40,000. 40,000, right?
Yeah, 40,000.
40, yeah.
So 40,000,
Yeah.
you would use it, and then adding up with that state benefits, like I was explaining.
Yeah.
If you are a parent and then you have 3-4 children,
Yeah.
and they are all getting this 300, like €1,012 a year, and your own 170 attached to it, and you put in something in there, you will get it.
Hey,
It is possible to have it.
I just love the way you're mentioning. It's only 40,000.
Yes, because this is how you make it. Me, I was also thinking, like you were saying, it's not possible.
Right.
But now
You
I've
know,
been able to acquire my own 2 apartments.
Let me tell
Now,
you the reason as to why sometimes you see it's not possible. People can agree with that on me wherever you are. Whenever we convert that money in our African currency. Hey!
Look, yeah, but in Africa, it's now the houses are more expensive than.
True.
Yeah.
Now
Especially of the
Africa,
late time, yes?
Now I just came from Ghana, and I can say that the houses in Ghana are more expensive than we are living here.
Yeah.
And people are just paying. It's like small money for them, and for us it's very difficult. So that's why I'm saying that
It's because
better.
people in Africa are expecting us to send money. That's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
you know,
And I think it's good when you say about that, one should know how to love themselves,
Yes.
so that they know what they need. And the moment you know what you need, you're going to start and do that part-time job and save that money for yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, then you can get that money, the 20,000, 40,000 euros that she said.
Sure.
We are going to get more on this from this queen and the king, besides her, to know more about the investment, the planning of our future.
Only underground radio station.
This is Radio R.
This is Overhits.
Home of African music. This is Radio R.
This is Radio Ara.
Home of African music.
You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys?
Above the head, below the belly.